ability to put any points up, this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Throwing is Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
To throw Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A Tennessee 1st down. That one Mariota to Matthews. From the red zone now, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
after the interception. It's Luck. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Oh, look at the strength. No. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Luck on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They are going for it. It's Luck. Flush to his right. And some room to work. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Well, to say that this has not been his game
is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is third and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got Rodgers. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.